Louis has Down syndrome. As well as that, and something that's unusual in Down syndrome is he was born with his heart anatomy wrapped around his trachea and his esophagus. In PICU, the longest that we've been here was around 2 weeks. Having that ability to run into someone in a casual setting where you don't have to talk about your child, but they know what's going on for you, and you have the opportunity to talk about things if you want to, is just crucial to families dealing with the PICU journey.
I have been in PICU quite a few times with my daughter Adeline, who in January 2023 was diagnosed with neuroblastoma stage 4. Addie unfortunately passed away on the 28th of October 2023, and we spent her last morning out on the veranda with family and friends. We always said it was like living in a fishbowl when you're in PICU, so being able to go outside and not be in the 4 walls of PICU was just so important.
When I was pregnant, Amelia stopped growing. So we were induced at 37. We spent 6 weeks in NICU and special care, and that's kind of where our journey started, to have a space so she can be unsettled for hours on end. And I think we're very lucky to have the staff that we do have here, because they're essentially pushing us out the door saying, go and have a break, go and get out, which is what we need. And being her primary carer for 2.5 years, and I don't get a break. My parents don't get a break.
Being able to, when our patients are well enough, to go out and sit with their families, get a little bit of fresh air, feel the breeze on their skin, feel the sun on their skin, is really incredible. And we see how much of a difference it makes for our patients. They get better with a little bit of sunshine and a bit of fresh air and being surrounded by the people they love. So being able to have a space where we can do that and we can support them and look after them like that is incredibly important.
I think it will be fantastic for patients and for parents and families. I'm very keen to see what will be in the new space, particularly what will be there for younger kids, because that's what our family is interested in. But also in terms of what will be there in terms of family facilities, because a lot of the families we've met travel a really long way to come down here. And just in terms of general communal spaces and stuff, because I think it seems to be important to parents like me, for parents to be able to have general casual run-ins with each other, even if you're not talking about what's going on and you're just generally offering each other a bit of moral support.
And it's important to get the kids out there, have them in the sunshine and still be, you know, some kids are hooked up to life-saving equipment, and it is really hard to get them outside of these 4 walls, but knowing that you can do that with the right amount of support.
To be able to have a space outside where you can take your child and they're not in a clinical environment, you can have family moments, you can have family come and visit, which is so vital for, you know, actually giving the child some happiness when they're going through all this. It is something that a lot of people take for granted, but being able to do that when you're in hospital is absolutely amazing. To be able to tell it to your kids, for your family, to be able to embrace other families while you're out there, it's definitely something I support.